Okay, can we get the house lights on? Okay, so we're finally set. So this is the Training Springs Honors Band, and we are recording this for another contest. So if you can make sure that your device isn't going to make any noises, band kiddos sitting in the audience, make sure you don't drop your mouthpiece or mute. Everything needs to be secured right now, drumsticks, everything, okay? And so we want to make sure that we don't have any extra noises while we're performing our pieces. I do have an announcement that I need to make for our group. There's two typos that I made in the program. First off, on tenor sax is Brandon Iguana. I accidentally left his name off the program, so I'd like to give him a round of applause, please. Also, one of the high school directors is not bad, Todd, it is Brad. So thank you, Mr. Pujol, for that. Okay, so the first piece that we're going to perform for you is called Freischütz, Quickstep. And it's actually from an opera and has been turned into a march by a composer named Grafulla. He's a big composer in Windham. And actually was redone by a director and part owner of RBC Music, named Tommy Fry. And it was written for one of the mentors that I had when I was in high school, and redone again for his daughter, who was an amazing band director and passed away about 5-6 years ago. So this is a really cool march, it has some nice connections with it, so it's fun for us to keep performing. so the next piece we're going to perform for you is called Fantasy on a Theme from Samuel Barber, and it's actually just parts of a bigger piece that have been put together into a really beautiful song. It's really difficult for us to play lyrical or song-like music in 7th and 8th grade. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of air, and a lot of support, and they're doing a really, really nice job. So we hope you enjoy Fantasy on the Theme by Samuel Barber.
if you see me like switch around a lot, we're playing, some of us are playing different instruments. I think Carla has two right next to her, fighting through the crowds with that. Claire's playing a couple different instruments. We're all doing everything we can to make music the best that we can make it. So sorry with all the switching of things, a little distracting. So yes, we need to do our solo recognition as well. So as soon as they sort of get to their new spots, okay, if you participate in the solo ensemble, please stand up. I do want to say, and I don't say this to them enough, all they hear from me is that it's not good enough, we're almost there, you haven't got it yet. And it's because it's music and it's never going to be there and it's never going to be perfect and it isn't good enough. But they have worked so hard. And I think all of us in this class, including me, have learned a lot this year about each other and about what we're capable of. And we're not even done yet. So we actually have a contest tomorrow. And while we're talking about it, these guys need to be at Trinity Springs in the same outfit. Hopefully we don't get too wet tonight. At 7:45 in the band hall, ready to roll. Because the bus pulls out at 8 o'clock, and we're headed to Richardson. They also need $6.50 for pizza. And if you send them with a 10, it's okay. We'll get them changed and get them home safe. They'll be back in time for 8th period. And we'll let them change clothes first, of course. So they need to change your clothes, money, 7:45. We're actually going to Richardson for a contest, and then we have another one the next Friday. So we're pretty busy. All right, so the last song that we're going to play for you is Shepherd's Hay. It's written by Percy Grainger. He is a prolific wind band writer and composer, and we're really excited to play this for you. So this is Shepherd's Hay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is these guys are going to go to the band hall and put their stuff up in the band hall, and they're going to meet you back out front. And I think there's information for you about high school band out front. There's some stuff about the drawing for the drum set. So you go out there and check that out, and your kids will be right with you. Thank you very much.